Good morning, everybody. We got a Friday morning ride to work. It's all I ever do is ride to work. So, finally got to break down and do the oil change I need to do. I went back to the Mobile One, which was what was in the bike when I bought it. I ran Valvoline for a couple oil changes, and my experience with the Valvoline, the bike did run warmer with the Valvoline. Like if I would let it sit and idle for a while, the temperature gauge would never make it. It would just sitting there. If I didn't let it sit there and idle long enough, it'd be halfway above. It'd be about 3/4 up, past the half. Once it got moving, it would drop back down. But it always ran a little warmer than it did with the Mobile One in it. So I finally switched back to the Mobile One that was in it, which was I think it was 2040 something. Mobile One 2040 4T racing oil. That's what was in it. That's what I put back in it, and the bike seems to be a lot happier with the Mobile One. So we're on fresh oil. As always, with fresh oil, you want to keep an eye on it for the first couple rides, especially since most of my ride is highway. Make sure it's not drinking that new oil. And what the fuck are you doing, dude? So yeah. Found a oil change. I switched to a K&N filter this time. I still have a hard time believing K&N doesn't send a little O-ring that goes around the cover for the oil filter. I'm being a bad boy and I reused the one that was there. It's not leaking, as it leaked, I let it run, I took it for a test run, it's not leaking. And it's high enough in the motor, if it does start to seep, it's easy enough to change without having to do an oil change. I just don't understand. I'm sure there's a method to their madness, but come on, K&N. But then again, there's always a possibility that, like I was talking to Muzzle Mike about it, he said, that cartridge fits a lot of different bikes, and people could be going into, and it's possible, people can go in the auto parts store and take those little rubber seals out, and away they go. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I gotta order them. I've just been I'm trying to be stingy with spending more money than I have to. In a couple months, I got a trip coming up. Man, I could really tell the oil change is overdue, man. The bike's running a lot smoother. It's just happy. Well, before I left today to come out and head to work, I was watching a video by Hauler Moto. And he was on the topic, he was talking about shout outs. And I guess he had a couple people get all bent because he didn't shout, I guess he didn't shout them out. And that's what kind of happens. I mean, you try to help the people you think that need the help. And you always get to someone's like, well, you know, why didn't I get a shout out yet? And, I mean, guys, I'm nowhere near big enough. I've always been of the school that unless your channel's pretty damn active and you got at least, I'd say, about 50,000 subs. You're not gonna move opinion, or I mean, I'll do shout outs to people the people I find that are really new, and just because I'm trying to get them over that first 100, and that's an amazing feeling when you get over that first 100 subs, and it's also like your first milestone, because once you hit 100, that's when you get your custom URL. You feel like you achieved something. Oh shit, that's right. I need gas. Well, we're on reserve. Well, we got 198 miles on this tank. Boy, I must have really been fucking riding her hard on this tank. Sometimes I get over 200 miles. This time I'm under 200 miles. I completely forgot this needed gas. What time is it? 5 after. So do I see how far I can stretch reserve? And just go to work, or? I better not. I better stop at the sheets up here. And that, guys, is why you do not want to ride with the reserve open all the time, because you completely forget about it. And when you start getting that sputter like I was having and losing power, when you reach down to switch it, it's already on reserve. You're like, oh shit, I'm really out of gas. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. We for the people that gave me the shout out, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna do another round of them again. And when I do my shout outs, I mean, I do them for the people that I consider a good friend. Like right now. Damn, my chain really needs adjusted. Holy shit. Oh, I had another gear to go, that's why. Oh my god. What's up, buddy? It's like, god damn, I was running a higher RPM at 60 miles an hour. But yeah, guys, don't get offended if someone doesn't automatically shout you out. I mean, for the most part, I really think it's that if someone doesn't, if you're friends with someone, they don't give you a shout out. I mean, like for me, perfect example. Most of the people that I'm going to shout out to, we all already subscribe to one another. I don't really have anyone new that follows me that I'm going to shout out that doesn't already follow the other. I mean, you're kind of hoping for that, you know, that random person that's going to find your videos and then go to each one of them. But like, perfect example, I mean, if you really want to give people exposure on your channel, do a weekly live stream. That's the best way to give your friends and new people that you find, that's the best way to give them exposure. Invite them to the live stream. Which that's one thing I'm going to start doing. I do know the day and the time of day I have mine isn't always open for everybody. I'm talking about Redline Runner. He's over in Croatia. He's when I start my hangouts, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning there. Same way with Overland for All. He's about the same time zone as Redline Runner, and the fact that he stays up just to be in the live stream, man, I thank you, brother. You are an amazing person, and I hope I get to meet you in person one day. And as far as everyone else who kind of, because again, you know, I do it on Thursday. I mean, it's still a work night, and again, like I told you, I do it on Thursday because that's what works for me. I'm off on that day. I have all day to do what I need to get done, and yeah. So, let's see here. Do I do a gas station vlog? And what the fuck are you doing, truck? You're supposed to be in the right lane. There's no other semis over there. They're spraying. That's one thing I think I'm gonna fucking do, man. There's this hillside I weed eat. I'm really thinking about buying a thing of ground clear and just spraying that fucking hill. Anything I don't want to worry about, just fucking spray it. I'll have to see how much a sprayer is. Mix it real fucking heavy and just go to town. I've never seen how far I could go on reserve, so I don't feel like running out of gas today. So we're going to go to the sheets here. We're going to go to the sheets. I know it's about 20 miles. It's another 20 miles. And I could have another 20 miles on reserve. I don't know. I need to carry a roto. I need to get like some roto packs, put some gasoline so I can kind of gauge how far I can go when I hit reserve. And here we go with sheets with. This is why I hate coming here anymore. Look at all these fucking pump handles. For what? I want to know how many people are actually using flex fuel in this area. And 88, come on. I wonder how many people are putting flex fuel in a vehicle. It's too old for it. That's right, homie. Lock your shit, I might steal it. What the fuck? No one wants your focus, dude. Seriously, no one wants your focus. I'll do medium grade this time. I just ran seafoam through it. I don't need the good shit. Could at age 7 too, but oh yeah, baby. You like that. I'll fill you up to the tippy top. To that tippy tip tip. Don't splash. Just take it. Take her. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Oh. Holy shit, 5 gallons. I think I would have been out of gas if I tried to make it to work. That's pretty much to the brim, boys. 5.1. I was riding you hard, wasn't I, girl? You liked it, though. You liked it. You took it like the dirty whore you are. Switch it back to run. Okay. $5.1 gallons to the top. So I only had like 0.7 gallons. God damn it, it already fell off. God damn it. Take care of it now. I need that retainer for this real bad. Everyone I want to order from, they want to charge $7 shipping to send it though. Shipping costs more than the fucking part. They could literally put it in a fucking envelope. Come on, dude.